Yippee!
It's someone's birthday somewhere.
Meval, it's not your time. Go away.
Meval's here.
Meval's here.
Meval got isekai'd?
Meval got isekai.
Guest
She's
starring
angry.
randomly.
Wait.
Just randomly thrown in here for a day.
Oh,
Does Soul know that Echo appeared in
appeared
I
what?
know a lot of things.
Huh?
I
What?
know a lot of things. So
About the guest appearance in Alex's campaign?
No,
Okay.
I didn't tell him anyway.
normally I'm watching her campaign, like the campaign you guys do on Saturdays.
It was
But I
very
was
brief.
busy. I was busy this past Saturday because I was helping Luna get her affiliate, or trying to get her affiliate.
Oh, Luna's streaming. I was like,
She's
oh,
very
she's
close.
freaking streaming. I need to
She's
follow
very
her.
She is so close, by the way, to getting affiliate.
What does she need?
3 viewers. Every other thing she has.
Ugh.
3 consistent viewers. She's at 2.7, so she's so
Damn.
close.
One of my friends is trying to do that as well.
Okay.
So last time, you guys met Emis and exchanged your currencies. Got monies. Well, all of you except for Kern, anyway.
Right.
Homer is beginning to suffer.
Not the suffer.
That's so sad.
Very sad.
You haven't taken the pills, right, Felly?
Dude, no, he has not. Like, Echo, like, offered him some earlier in the day, and he was like, fuck that. So,
Mhm.
nope. He's, going on, you said day 3? Or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have taken enough the first day to get you through for longer than one dose normally would have because you swallowed the entire fucking bottle.
Oh god.
But yeah, at this point they're running out and you are starting to feel it. Especially waking up in the morning when we get to that, but
For sure. In this scenario, he doesn't take it for a while? Or is this something we can just talk about later? Or, like, sorry.
what do you mean?
Like, I was just curious, like, how long do you think the draws would last? Or is this something we should just talk about later so we can start?
I would have to look up. Well, he was on a couple things.
Yes.
Some of which are real. I can find out how long they would last for. Some of which I think you need to tell me how long the withdrawals would last for.
Sure.
We can talk about that later if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You could just text me if you know offhand. But
Oh yeah.
just turn your phone off because I'm still looking at my notes. You guys got your shit back from the library and you got paid for it a little bit.
Money!
You guys met the cat again and found out that his name's Timber.
Good.
You guys met Ash, a coworker from the
She's
real
fun.
department.
Pretty girl.
Tyriad gave you guys homework.
Not the homework.
And also his late book.
And his book as well, yes, that is true. You have that now.
It took a lot of staring.
And we left off. I'm gonna need. So let's see. Homer, you slept normally, but you were inundated with nightmares. Gurren, you fell asleep in the hallway. Rory, you fell asleep on the floor, I think, just up against
Yep.
the wall.
Up against the wall.
Echo, did you have a normal night's sleep?
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Alright. So from
Echo gets to be fine.
the other 3 of you all need Constitution saving throw.
You think she's just gonna sleep on the floor? Nah.
Nah,
Rory
it was
couldn't
alright.
help it. Rory was lulled by the song. No.
Oh no.
He's off to a rough start.
Rory, no. That's low.
Get it out first, and then your later rolls.
So yeah, Rory, I am gonna be giving you that point of exhaustion.
Rats, but fair.
Boy, are you stiff.
Oof.
Homer, you feel like shit, but not quite enough for the exhaustion point. You just barely made it.
Blessies.
Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, you all wake up early, I assume, morning?
Echo is going to let her unseen servants cook, and she's gonna go into the bathroom. Curiously looking down at Gurn, going, "What?" And then just stepping over him.
Over the Gurn.
And then,
You would see Gurn with his gun in his hand just resting on his lap as he's passed out.
Yeah, we're not moving
Okay.
Rory anytime soon.
Concerning.
We're just not gonna move Rory anytime soon. He's just gonna lay there for a while.
yeah, Echo's gonna give herself as much of a spa day, not day, but she's gonna pamper herself as much as she can.
Self-care day.
Yep.
Good. Rory, give me a perception check.
Perception tag. Me, right?
Yes.
Where is perception?
Alright, as you get up and start to go about getting yourself ready for the day, you will notice there's a book sitting on the desk in your room that you don't think was there, but you don't really remember having taken note of it.
What? Was this? Huh? What is this? He's gonna stagger a bit, moving towards the door. Speak out and say, "Hey, did anyone put a book in my room?" Hello?
You can hear Echo is humming in the bathroom.
Huh. Maybe I'll just ask him later. He's gonna stagger to the kitchen and plop on a chair and just fall on the table. Just and groan. No. He's also gonna mumble to himself like, "Oh, why did I not go to the bed?"
And
Where is the
response.
book, by the way? On the sorry,
No worries.
it's somewhere in the room, right?
It's on the desk that came with the room.
This one, like, can I mark it like that? Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
That makes sense.
Kinda. Genuinely can't remember if it was there or not from the start.
Nope.
But
Nope, nada.
it's there now.
Wait,
What were you
what?
saying,
What
Ellie?
book is it? Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Rory didn't pay attention.
Rory did not look at it.
He just knows there's something off. He knows it's there. He did not check it. So
In response to Rory's grumbling and Homer Homer Bum's like half naked, like he has like underwear on, but he's pretty unclothed. But then he's also wrapped in blankets in the same time. It's like he's been too cold and too hot throughout the night. He's gonna kind of shoot up a little bit in response to the sounds of Rory grumbling and mumbling, and he's gonna grumble and mumble back. Nothing intelligible, but he's just gonna be like.
Or he's gonna hear that and go, "Same to you, Homer. Same to you."
And then he kind of like shoves his head in the pillow cushion and groans.
Vern, are you still sleeping on the floor?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, this is probably the least lively we've been every this morning so far.
The adrenaline's worn off. You guys are just tired now.
Echo's servant is like clattering around in the kitchen.
Rory's gonna hear the emotion and go, "Echo, is that you?" Just very, are you in the kitchen?
You'll probably hear like music from her gramophone kind of blasting in the not blasting, but it's going in the bathroom.
Rory turns his head towards the direction. He wants to get up. No. He just lays on the table a little more. "I'll move when I'm ready," he says.
With all this noise going on, Homer Bum is gonna kind of grumpily get up from his lying position, shakily, unsteadily. He's going to take the blanket he was with and one of the couch pillows, and puffing and puffing all the way, he's gonna crawl underneath the bed in the hallway and try to get some more sleep under it.
Under?
I
So
guess that makes sense.
You're moving closer to her music?
I'd imagine that the sound of music would be comforting to him. The groaning of Rory and the clattering in the kitchen is annoying. It gets on
Okay.
his nerves.
Okay.
No, that makes sense.
Well, I guess that's a step in the right direction.
He's closer to a bed. Rory sees the movement, but he really wants to say something. And he goes, and then later. So he's just kind of facing permanently towards the couch now, but head still on the table.
It takes Echo like an hour to get out of the bathroom, by the way.
That's fine. Right? That's fine.
When she, I don't know if are we going like an hour and ahead now, or
I would assume so. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
when she gets out, she Looks stunning as always, but you know she's got that glow about her, or whatever. She just got out of the shower, or whatever. Do you think she notices Homer underneath the underneath the bed?
Roll a perception check.
Perception.
Give me one moment. I need to get into her
Yo,
sheet.
a lot, and nothing happened in 1 hour. By the way, that's great.
So does she see, or?
Sorry, my bad. Are you specifically trying to hide Homer, or are you just under there?
He's just under there. The blanket might be poking out or something. I don't
Yeah,
think he's specific.
You'd probably notice him.
Oh. I better get breakfast going. And she will check in on what her servant has done, while also taking inventory of the food situation.
Do an investigation check for me. I'm assuming you're trying to see like how much food you guys have left
Yes.
at this point. You had this. You had the supplies for 2 weeks from the day you got here, and you are still on track for that. So it'll get you through till your first excursion zone job.
Okay. Okay, so she will finish up breakfast. She'll probably put an apron on the unseen servant, so it's like not just invisible.
That's cute.
And that's like that. It'll put that apron on from now on.
All right.
So
you have a seeable unseen servant now.
Exactly.
Woo.
And then she'll put food in front of Rory, and then she'll put 2 other plates on the table. One with a cup of moonshine. And she's gonna go over to the boys and try and wake them up.
Alrighty.
Garn. Homer.
Homer Bomb lets out a lard in response.
Oh, okay.
Was that a fart or a burp?
It's a fart.
Oh. Okay.
It's breakfast time, dears.
Don't even say the word breakfast unless it's moonshine.
Oh, there's that waiting for you, too.
He kind of pops his head out from underneath the bed to look up to Echo. He does not look well. I mean, I guess he doesn't have like bags underneath his eyes or anything, but he kind of looks sickly, sweaty, hair is disheveled, but he perks up and looks up at you and he's like, "Thanks."
No problem. It's on the table.
He will kind of scuttle out and he'll kind of go to stand up, kind of trying to use his arms on the back of the bed to hoist himself up. And he kind of shaking a little, manages to get himself up, but then drops to the floor. It doesn't like fall, but just kind of. And then he will scoot on the floor on his butt with his arms and legs to the table.
Just kind of dragging yourself.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Rory sees Homer scooting across the floor, and he just lets out a "Morning, Homer," while not lifting his head.
Morning, kid. Damn, kid. What the fuck? You look worse than I do. What the fuck? Did you have some of my drink, man?
What do you mean? I always look like this. And he rubs his face.
Oh.
I mean, you usually look a little pale and sickly, kid, but this is rough.
You know what they say? And he just kind of trails off.
What do they say?
Oh no, something about books. And he just scratches his face.
Kind of shrugs at that and hoists himself up in the chair and starts drinking the moonshine.
Echo will get down on one knee in front of Gurn and not touch him because she's scared she's gonna get shot.
Valid.
But she tries to call out to him. Gurn.
He'll jolt awake and in a half panic point a gun at you.
Yep.
She doesn't even react. She expects it.
Oh my.
What are you doing over here?
Well, I was sleeping.
Why against my door?
I was hearing something last night.
And what'd you hear?
Nothing. He'll like slowly get up.
I would like to insight that.
Go for it.
It's a 12.
I mean, he's clearly avoiding it.
Okay. She'll stand up and go to the table.
Rory sees Echo pass and goes, "Morning, Echo."
Good morning, Rory.
And he just kind of lifts his hand up to wave while keeping his head on the table.
Echo starts in on our food and then after a while asks, "So, what's on the agenda for today?"
Rory lifts his head and says, "Do you know anything about the book in my room?" And then slams his head back on the table.
The only books that I've seen are ones that have been given to you, but I've never touched one and put it in your room.
Oh. Okay then. Guess it's been there the entire time.
Well, what's the book?
Rory pauses. I don't know. It's there.
Do you think it could be one of our missing books?
I don't know. Maybe.
Would you like me to check it?
Rory just kind of pauses. I don't know. And he kind of just like tries to lift his head, but then he just slumps back in the chair. But his head's not on the table anymore.
There's that face.
And he kind of half smiles in regard to that statement. All this while, Rory has not touched the food, by the way.
Are you not hungry?
What?
Are you not hungry?
Rory looks down the food. Oh, there's food. And he kind of like looks at it and he face plants into the food. This is my eating face. He says in the food.
If you say so. Well, all of you look like you're really tired. Are you guys wanting to do anything today?
On hearing that, Rory goes, "Me? Tired? No, never. Just a little slow today."
That could wake everyone up.
Please don't.
You sure?
We don't need the authorities coming here because you've shot your gun.
Speak for yourself. I could use the adrenaline. Unless you got something different in mind to wake us all up. Gurn.
No, that was it.
I'd vote yes. Homer kind of shrugs.
Please, I am trying to keep us in working order. I can't have us be thrown out of this house.
No, I hear you, Gern. I didn't say morning. I'm sorry. And Rory just kind of rolls off the food. I'll finish that in a bit.
You sure I shouldn't wake him up?
Yes, I'm sure. In fact, you guys can go back to sleep if you'd like. For a little bit more. And I can see about earning more gold.
Can Rory roll a performance check?
Sure, what are you trying to do?
He's trying to at least appear more awake right
Alright.
now after hearing her say that. Echo say that. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Really unbelievable. I mean,
Rory's
Yeah.
he's gonna say, no, I could get up. And he just kind of slumps back in the chair.
How about you get up and go back to your room? You can
It's
sleep.
so far.
Did you not sleep well last night?
I don't remember. I remember going into my room, and I woke up on the floor.
And why were you on the floor?
Well, I guess the wall's more appropriate.
Why the wall?
I don't know. I don't remember. He just like kind of hanging his head back on the chair, trying to speak. I'm not tired. I swear.
I don't believe you somehow.
Honest to God, I can get up in like 5 minutes. He kind of just shifts in the chair a bit. It'll happen. Mark my words.
Gurn will slowly reach for his gun.
Gurn? No shooting in the house.
Do it, Gurn. Do it, Gurn.
Do not.
Do it, Gurn. He raises up his glass with a shaky hand.
If you do it, I will be making a new pair of snakeskin boots.
Thought Gurn was a lizard. Rory just kind of slumps over.
I don't know where you'd find some snakes.
Out of your hide.
So lizard? Kobold? What are we talking about?
She's staring down Gurn.
Wouldn't they be dragon boots at that point?
It doesn't really matter. Don't shoot.
upon hearing the word shoot, can I do another performance check?
Sure.
Okay, please roll high. Nope.
Can you have advantage, like, DM, please?
Rory really tries really hard to like get up to say, "Okay, see, I'm awake," and he falls. On the ground. But he said that with more vigor. I'm up, I'm down. And he just falls on the floor. Next to Homer.
Homer Bum kind of finishes off his drink and leans over to give Rory a hand up.
Rory takes the hand and says, "See, I can get up. I'm awake. That didn't hurt."
Echo's unseen servant cleans up what's clean-upable from the table. And then she stands. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Look, if it makes you feel better, Echo, I'll just go to the bathroom, clean myself up, and I'll take a quick bath, and I'll feel better. I'll look better.
Do not fall asleep.
Who falls asleep in the bathroom? And he kind of just goes to the bathroom and preps himself up for a bath. And takes the bath. He just kind of threw his clothes off and they're in the bathroom somewhere. Not neat or anything, just so he's in the bathroom.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God, I'm scared. Please be nice. Oh, thank God.
You actually don't fall asleep in the bathtub.
Oh. It mattered when it mattered.
Gurn will stare at the bathroom door for a little bit. Go. If he's not out in 20 minutes, I'm kicking it down.
Why?
Because you probably fell asleep.
Oh God, you're right. She goes to the bathroom door. Rory!
Huh? Yeah?
Let us know that you're still alive in there.
I think so.
Just
He calls him.
don't want to have you fall asleep.
Do people fall asleep in bathtubs? He asks out loud.
Yes.
It's not the weirdest spot.
Okay.
Just hum or something.
Okay. And he just kind of starts mumbling to himself in some sort of tune, hoping that reassures them. I would say he takes like a 30-minute bath. Moving slow, but he's now awake at least, but he's moving slower than normal. And he'll take a step out. Oh, man, I feel a little better now. And he walks back to you guys and goes, "So, does anyone remember dropping off a book in my room last night?"
Gurn.
Kind of get asked from the hallway.
What?
Did you see a book and drop it off in Rory's room?
You think I'd touch a book?
He makes a good point, though, Echo. I mean,
why are you so against books?
I don't like him.
For what reason?
He just kind of sits there.
Insight.
What?
He's doing
Insight.
it.
It's a 14.
I mean, he clearly doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, I didn't touch that book, so.
Rory kind of mutters, I'll just go get it, and I'll show you guys the book. So he goes into the room to get the book, and he brings it back out. Does this book look familiar to anyone? I don't know what it looks like, so he's just holding up the book in front of him.
It is a book on toxic and poisonous and otherwise hazardous plant life.
I've never seen that in my life.
I'm not sure what book this is, if I'm being honest. It, does anyone know if this is on our list?
It's not.
Thank you. I was gonna look.
No.
I was looking through the titles. I'm like, which of these sounds like poisonous flora and fauna stuff?
Specifically flora. It was just about plants.
Yeah. So I was like,
It's not in the list, but
Do you think Roy kind of just holding the book and skimming through it? Do you think this is a hint for something down the line? I don't remember seeing this when we moved in.
I'm not sure.
Homer Bum took the glass pipe out of his nose and is kind of trying to scrape out some of the resin with a pocket knife, but he perks up he looks over to the book and kind of perks up after he reads the title for a second, and he's like, wait, poisonous plant? Ooh, can I take a look at that? And kind of still sitting on the couch, pipe and knife in one hand, kind of waves his hand around in the air.
Sure, Homer. So he hands him the book. If you know more about it, I mean, be my guest. Maybe the knowledge will be helpful.
Like Gurn, I'm not much of a book guy, but poisonous plants can mean one thing: drugs. And he kind of flips through the books to a table of contents. Quill, would you know what some of the things might be on the table of contents by chance?
So there's a good number of names that Homer probably wouldn't recognize. Along with a couple that you might from your homeworld. Poison ivy, you know. Probably a couple earth plants that what's the one that I'm thinking of? Datura would probably be on there.
Oh shit. With his reading issues, could I try to roll some sort of check to well, I mean, I don't know. They're just words, so maybe not.
Let's The what
'Cause
would
they're
you say,
also-
Alex? Probably investigation for this.
For
Trying to glean some insight from the book. I'm assuming
Would that be Arcana or History or?
it wouldn't be Arcana because
It's not
some of them,
magical.
while some of them are magical, it's not the magic aspect isn't really the focus of the book.
So would it be a History check or an Insight check?
probably investigation.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, Felly.
'Cause history
he's-
would be if he's trying to recall either
Okay.
info from the book or stuff from his past that might match the book.
Ah, fair enough.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or
Yeah, he's looking for psychotropic drugs that he may recognize.
you'd see one or two from Earth. Whatever universe this book is from, it's clear that there's a lot of magical bullshit plants in there as well. Some various types of glowing mushrooms and living carnivorous plants that will eat you kind of situation. But yeah, there's a couple of the more sort of notorious ones from Earth in there as well. You'd probably see Datura, you'd see what are they called? The red mushrooms, Amanita.
Amanita.
in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Probably a couple other types of mushrooms as well. The aspect is less on necessarily them being able to be used as drugs and more to avoid them if you're trying to harvest for food. But knowing what you know, you could probably glean some of them and what their effects might be.
Sweet. Homer Bum's gonna try to read about try to read about the drugs he or the poisonous substances that can also be used as drugs that he recognizes.
Drugs.
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 Drugs?
Drugs.
The entire time Homer was looking into the book, Rory kept looking back to his door, and he started like feeling it, like seeing it and like knocking on it. Hey, Echo, Gurn, Homer, what do you guys do at night for your door?
What do you mean?
Well, it thought occurred to me that because I don't remember seeing that book, and someone put the book in my room. Someone went in the room while I was asleep.
Is there locks on these doors?
Yeah. The bedrooms and the bathroom have locks on them.
There's
Mind
locks on the doors.
Huh? He's already trying to just whips his head around. What do you mean locks?
She will. Oh God.
Where did you
Uh-oh.
go?
Uh-oh.
There you go.
She will go to the door, and she will show you the lock and how it works.
Rory kind of just stares at Echo while she's doing that. Wait, so you could the lock just locks. It makes the door not work as a door.
Yes, it keeps it in place.
So doors can block. And Rory kind of just like thinks about it for a second. He's like, "Wait, so this entire time you guys have been locking the doors?"
Well, I have.
I mean, it makes them harder to open.
It's not foolproof, but it
Rory
is
kind of
helpful.
Roy just kind of slightly like sinks in the realization that this entire time anyone has been able to go into his room or the bathroom while he was in there because he didn't know how to use locks. He doesn't know how to use locks. Oh no. Oh no. And he's gonna just start pacing up and down the hall. Oh no. Oh no.
Are you all right?
I haven't been locking any of the doors since we've been here.
I mean,
Oh no.
you have your space, I have mine. I'm not going to
I
go
just-
snooping in your room.
I just assumed that everyone knocks like we've been doing.
Well, I mean,
Someone was in my room when I was. Oh no. He starts like pacing back and forth even faster now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. And you just hear him saying that over and over again.
I mean, you could also rig the door to shoot anyone that opens it.
we are not doing that, Gurn.
Rory frantically goes back into the room and starts rummaging around, seeing if there's anything else that he may have missed. Can I do? Would that be a perception or investigation check then?
Are you specifically trying to remember what the room looked like when you first moved in, or are you just sort of
Yes.
exploring?
Yes.
Give me a history check then.
Oh my god.
You're genuinely not sure if that book was even on the desk or not. Like, it could have just been there the whole time. You don't remember.
Yeah. Rory's having a slight panic over this. Oh no. Oh no. What? He's like clutching his head and like, oh no. And he starts feeling around his pockets and all the stuff. Taking out his notebook, flipping through them. I can't. Oh, he's just like clutching his head. I don't remember. And he just kind of like sinks to the floor.
Is the door open or is it closed?
It's open. Rory has a habit of not, like, if he just, goes through things fast, he leaves it open.
Echo, seeing him like this, just kind of upset that he's feeling like this. She will do what she's done so many times before, and she will, like, come up behind him and give him a hug, and she will go, "It's okay. You're okay."
What kind of throw would you do if, that's gonna shock him? I guess.
Wisdom save?
She gonna get backhand.
Yeah.
Rory immediately gets shocked and kind of visibly, like, jumps out from the grasp.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Echo. It's just you kind of spooked me for a second. Rory, not realizing it was Echo, kind of is visibly shaken.
She's a little embarrassed.
I'm gonna step away for like 2 seconds. Keep going.
Sorry, I guess it's a force of habit. I'll leave you to it.
Rory just kind of shakes and just puts his head down and goes, "Sorry, I'm just," and he kind of just stammers and kind of just looks at the floor for a bit while holding his arm. now he's gonna sit on his bed for a bit.
I'm back.
If nothing else happens, can Echo go busking?
Are you guys just hanging out for the day?
What is busking?
Doing shit on the street for money?
No.
Before Echo leaves, can I do you have an instrument with you, Echo?
She has a gramophone.
As you're getting ready to leave to go bus, Homer's gonna kind of, after huffing and puffing at trying to read the damn book, he's kind of gonna, out of the corner eye, see you with a instrument. He's gonna perk up a little. He's like, "Play music?
I do.
You gonna go play for a little money?"
Yeah.
Oh, my lady. Or, sorry, my bad. My woman. That's awesome. It's been a really long time, but I've been known to busk a little bit in my day too. Do they call it that from where you're from?
Performing it. I don't know if busk was even a word back then. I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
have to look up the etymology of busking. 1 second.
Unfortunately, there's gonna be things like this because I don't know the time period.
And look it up. 17th century.
Middle 1860s, so yes.
Yep,
So-
so yeah, you're right. That would be the word.
Yes,
Congrats.
it's busking.
Hey, why don't let me go grab some spoons here from the kitchen. He kind of gets up, and he's still in his underwear, by the way. He kind of gets up and shuffles all the things he had off on him, even his pipe. Like, he seems really interested in what you're doing, and he kind of shuffles over to the kitchen and looks for some spoons. Quill, are there 2 spoons?
Roll an investigation check, but it should be pretty easy.
Investigation.
Yeah, you find some spoons.
Sweet. He comes out with some spoons and says, does anybody ever play spoons where you're from? And he will try to play the spoons.
Alright.
She's genuinely curious. She cannot wait to see this.
Should I roll a performance?
Yep.
Holy shit.
When you're performing, she is up in the air, but like she's at like a weird angle where her face is like lower than like her ass end. So she's like, it looks like she's really curious.
Like the Cheshire Cat type of floating?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
That's tight. To this man rocking out on spoons. That's high points.
Oh, Homer. That's amazing.
Thanks. I haven't done this in a long time. It's a lot of the spoons that I use kind of get he kind of looks away for a second, kind of get banged up, if you know what I mean.
I don't, but I'll take your word for it.
Anyways, he has a bottle of Alk in his hand and the spoons in the others. You mind if I join you?
As long as you put on pants.
Ah, shit. You're a regal one, I tell ya. He'll walk over and I mean, it's is it warm out, Quill?
It's chilly. It's early spring, so
Is it chilly in the house?
no, not in the house. The house is
Uh,
comfortable.
Okay.
I was gonna say last time we went out, it was 40, like what, 34, 40 degrees.
It's a sunny day out today. It's a bit warmer, but still
Ah.
probably in the maybe mid to high 50s.
He puts on his pants in front of everybody and will not put on a shirt, but will put on like some jackets, kind of with his old man hairy chest still hanging out, but he has jackets on at least. And he'll walk back over.
Echo will grab a jar, like from the kitchen or something to collect tips in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, she'll ask Gurn and Rory if they want to come.
You hear nothing come from Rory's room.
Okay, Rory. Just
You think he fell asleep in there?
maybe. I mean, he was tired. Are you coming, Gurn?
Homer, don't forget to add that book to your inventory. You're keeping it on you.
Bet.
No, I don't need to. I think I might just look through the bag of potion things.
Okay.
Hey, feel free to crack into one of those bottles, man.
Don't blow up the house, please.
I can't promise that.
Homer Bum gives Gurn a fit-eating grin and a wink in response to what he said.
Oh, you two. She says, but you can see there's a smile on her face.
Besides, if we're not rigging doors to shoot anyone, I should probably stop.
Rigging the door to shoot somebody.
Devin, question: is this door already rigged to shoot somebody? Like
I
no one
ain't,
has bothered Gurn in his room, so like.
I ain't trying to find out.
We'll see if curiosity gets the better of somebody.
Echo goes with a Homer in tow.
All right. The two of you, Gurn, you're going through the potions.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, we'll do that. As you go through the sack that she gave you of the 15 potions, you'll see as I think she had explained, there are 5 of each color: red, green, and blue. And there is also a notebook with a pen, or like a quill, I suppose. Well, they probably have pens here. Let me look at my notes real quick to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh yeah, another thing you will notice is each of the colors, each one of the 5 is labeled 1 through 5. So for instance, there's a blue potion labeled 1, a green potion labeled 1, a red potion labeled 1. Same for 2, same for 3, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can identify them by the color and the number to note what each one does in the notebook that she gave you. But that's it. No note or anything. Just the potions and the notebook.
Okay.
Rory, what are you up to?
Rory has been sitting silent to himself, muttering about how, like, things aren't working out what he's planned to do, and he feels like he's not this because he's so exhausted. How he's muttering to himself. He thinks maybe I should just try to get some air, and he's gonna try to fiddle with the window, see if it opens, so he can get out that way.
Okay.
So what would I roll for that?
Do an investigation first off. Pretty
Better than
standard window. Sleight of hand. Yeah, you can open it. It's pretty small. You're probably small enough to like fit through, but it's not going to be a comfortable squeeze. But yeah, you could get out through the window if you wanted to.
He thinks he's like, I really should tell them if I'm gonna go out, but it's only Gurn. Gurn wouldn't mind. He's like trying to convince himself, like, Gurn wouldn't mind if I left. And he's like, what he doesn't know won't hurt. So he's gonna try to sneak out the window for now.
Are you trying to sneak out? So stealth check. I believe that beats an 18 beats your passive perception, right, Gurn?
What was it?
18. Yeah, you've got a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rory, you're able to slip out without Gurn noticing.
Alrighty. He's gonna go wander off to the library to calm himself down.
Okay.
And he's hopefully not gonna run into anybody on the way.
Roll a survival check for me to see if you are able to find your way there without the map. Yeah, you're able to find your way there. Same person, assuming you're going in, same person at the desk. She welcomes you, asks if she can help you find anything.
Hey, the history section, can you point me in the direction that was in? Again?
That'll be
Please?
most of the West Wing. Are you looking for anything in specific?
Actually, I would like to find something about Woodbury, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. West Wing, 3rd floor, sections 80-ish will probably be your place to start.
Alright. He bows and says, thank you, I'm gonna head over there now. And kind of saunter over there.
Would Rory be familiar with library organization systems?
Yes?
Alright, so you're able to find the section she's talking about fairly easily. As you're going, you'll notice, you can tell from the outside of this building that it's a massive building. But as you're walking, you also feel like the inside is honestly probably bigger than the outside would suggest. Because it just goes. It goes on for quite a while. After a few minutes, you're able to find the section. What's that?
I had a feeling it was gonna be like that. Why? He just kind of mutters himself. Why was this a longer walk than I anticipated? Okay, let's see. Where to start? He's just talking to himself.
The section is divided into pre-seclusion and current.
So he's gonna pick up a book in the pre-seclusion section.
All right.
So he's looking for anything about the keeper or anything about like what the history before the town was created.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me. See, here are all your good rolls. You're getting them now.
When it
Yeah.
matters to him, it works out.
After flipping through a couple of the books, you're able to find you're able to glean the basic history. The very simplified rundown being that this was indeed originally a city in a dimension known as the Feywild. The city was built meant to be the first neutral city between the two courts of Fey. Titania's Spring Court, also known as the Sealy Court, and the Unseelie Fae, who are your more typical, like, sort of feral kind of. Or human sources would describe them as being the more sort of chaotic, bloodthirsty ones. That's not necessarily. That's sort of a generalization, but you know.
But
So
no-
the city was built as a neutral ground to house both courts. But after only a few years after the city's founding, the seclusion happened, which sealed the city off from, as far as we can tell, the rest of anything. So that's
he
the
didn't-
basic rundown.
Yeah.
Are you
But does he
looking
find
to-
anything on the keeper?
You're looking for the
particular?
keeper specifically now.
Yeah, anything about him or them?
You'll notice it would probably. Are you looking in both sections, or are you still just in the one pre-seclusion?
Just in the pre-seclusion first.
You'll notice it's not a book, but a collection of sort of articles and journals, seemingly from some sort of researcher, who mentions the arrival of the timekeeper. The only thing that you can really glean is that it talks about this being arriving in the city and beginning construction on the clock tower about a year before the seclusion started.
Upon what Rory came across, he kind of grimaces. He's like, ugh. Well, that's... He just kind of grumbles himself. Puts the books back. And is like, now for the main reason I'm here. He's gonna look for anything about city blueprints or something in the history of the city.
Okay. Give me another investigation check.
Well, Rory, you're on a roll. Nope.
The most you're able to find are some sort of historical documents talking about the founding of the city and sort of how the architecture was laid out then. But nothing that really gives you any details.
Kind of, in a frustrated, clicks his tongue. Ugh, this doesn't help. We need to find a way to the lower quarter, the eastern quarter, anyway. Kind of closes the book a little more firm than he wants to admit and puts it back on the shelf. If I was hiding secrets, would there be anywhere else I could go in the library? He thinks about exploring more aisles.
This is only about. So for reference, the pre-seclusion section is about a third of the size of the post-seclusion section.
That is okay. That's why he's like looking up and down. He's like, do I have time? Do I have time to look for more clues? Okay, he'll spend like. Can I do another investigation? See if you could find anything else in the post-seclusion part.
Sure. Are you looking specifically for blueprints and maps, or just anything
Yes,
interesting?
blueprints, maps, anything about like construction about this parts of the city, or anything like that. So it's not much better.
In the post-seclusion section, you'll find a book talking about rebuilding after what is they refer to as the 100 Years' War.
Mm-hmm.
That again, more on the technological aspect of the physical rebuilding and the sort of community doing it, less about the actual layout.
Nothing here either, really. At least nothing outstanding to me. I should probably start heading back. I don't know how much potions can keep Gurn occupied. So he puts the books back, kind of bows towards the receptionist, and starts to try to head back. Would this be because he doesn't know where they went to busk.
Mm-hmm.
So would there be what do I have to do to like keep an eye out for that while walking back?
Roll a D100 for me now and a perception check, and I will let you know after we cut to them whether or not you end up with them or not. But
okay, D100 now and a perception check.
yes.
Wow. And perception. Okay.
All right. So cutting to Echo and Homer then. Where do you guys go? I can move us to the map at this point.
Okay. The where was like out of all the places that we've been,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been everywhere at this point.
We have.
Well, not everywhere, but you know, we walked all over town. What is the biggest amount of like people, like traffic?
The most crowded area you guys would have been in probably around the Grumpy Hog, just that sort of general like middle of the western quarter, pretty busy.
She wants to go there then.
Okay. The plaza with 024 teleportation where the job board is, it's definitely less people, but you get the feeling that the residents of the southern quarter might be a little bit more well off.
Yeah.
So that's also a decent option. But if you're going for sheer number of people, then yeah, over in the western quarter would be where you probably want to aim.
Yeah, she'll go by the Grumpy Hog.
Okay. Are you guys teleporting?
Yeah, she'll probably have Homer come in with her because it's not gonna be as crowded.
Two of you's manageable.
Yeah, Homer Bum, while taking this, the transportation or the teleportation ride with Echo, has a distinct look of relief on his face.
So yeah, she will put in 112.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Okay. Both of you give me either perception or investigation checks.
Whoa.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm seeing which one is better. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah, you're both able to find a spot sort of on the main road, but off to the side, so you're not going to be necessarily actually in anyone's way. But it seems to be a pretty hot spot of pedestrians walking around outside of a couple different shops and pubs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You guys performing?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Performance.
I do want to preface this. Every time a man like tips, if there are any dudes tipping, she will get close to them, use her tail like how she did with Timber, and she will give them a wink before, like, spinning away.
All right.
So performance?
Yep.
Please don't let me down. Fuck!
I mean,
No!
Usually the spoons are like an accent instrument. It looks like Homer Bum's kind of carrying this one.
looks like Homer Bum's being the star of the show, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell Echo people are definitely probably more drawn to the novelty of Homer's spoon playing. But you guys are able to make some tips. Let me just... It's...
No! Novelty
you guys-
wins over sexy!
Yeah,
He's
unfortunately
so
this time.
crusty too. Like that makes no sense. Like Echo is like, I mean, okay, she might be playing mid, but she's like beautiful, and you just have this crusty old man dinking around with spoons.
Yo, but then he must be playing
Yeah,
the
but
little
she's
hard out there.
she's singing along to a gramophone, but like
True.
you've got the flair, at least this time. You guys will make it's 10. The conversion's 10 each, right, Alex? 10 to 10, 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys make 6 silver between the two of you.
That's not bad. For the spoons out.
Do you want me to carry that? Or do you want to carry that, Homer?
1 second. Quill, is that 6 silver each?
6 silver between the two of you.
Homer will kind of shrug and be like, you know, I was honestly just doing this to hang out with you and play some tunes, so this is all yours.
She gives you like a Puss in Boots look. The
puppy dog eyes.
the puppy dog eyes, like almost as if like that might be the nicest thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aw.
God.
He might be in draws, but I guess he also has a nice streak in him today.
Oh.
He does pipe up and he's like, this was a good time, but you and I should practice a little bit more. You know, make up some songs, get some rhythms going. Yeah.
I definitely need me a violin.
Ooh, Echo, violins and spoons. We'd be rolling in coins with that shit. They sound great together.
I bet I could almost hear it.
You will use that stupid money shit, and you know we'll get there soon.
Unfortunately, feeding us is gonna take priority.
He looks a little crestfallen, but nods understandingly.
Let's go home.
Yep. And by the way, he kind of gestures to the bottle of moonshine that he has with him. This does a whole lot for the charisma. Just saying. I mean, not saying that you already don't have plenty of your own.
I have to be in the right mood.
Fair. I know what you mean.
How long would you say you two spent out doing that?
I would like to say most of the day, but that also depends on Homer, too.
Yeah, I could see him doing most of the day, but I imagine he is looking a little looking more and more worn. Maybe his spoons were starting to get a little shaky there at the end, and that's why he called it quits.
Not the shaky spoons.
Homer, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
And Rory, how long did you spend at the library?
I want to say 3 hours.
Okay. Homer, you're able to carry yourself enough to make it back to the house just fine when you guys are ready to go. But it's rough, man. You don't want to be moving right now. You're in a lot of pain, my dude.
God, dude, I bet especially his fucking hands.
Yep.
Oh.
Oof.
Rory, you'd probably get to the house back to the house before they would. So, unless you're going out of your way to try to find them, you wouldn't run into them.
Okay, that's good.
But are you going back in through the window or are you going through the door?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
All right. Do another stealth check.
I do have a request.
Sure.
If it rolls low, Rory gets stuck in the window.
Okay.
If it rolls low.
Sure. Oh, you're able to sneak back in just fine.
Okay. You did not need that shenanigans
Uh,
today. Because how
Glenn,
do you
what
explain
are you
that?
doing while after you're done looking at the potions?
Well, I was gonna say at some point, Gerd would kind of be staring at the notebook, and he'd just like stare at it for at least a couple minutes. And then seemingly decide something and go knock on Rory's door.
I'm assuming this would probably be while he was gone.
Yep.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So there's no answer.
He'll pound on the door.
Huh. Still
Still
no
nothing.
answer.
Swear to God, if he fell asleep in there. To be fair, we're not really doing much today. One second.
Oh, Rory. Did you happen to return the book while you were at the library?
Wait, which book?
I don't. You
The one from
guys.
Tyriad, right?
Yeah, you got it, but I don't think you returned it yet.
I did
But I
not
believe-
return it.
Okay.
I did not return it. That was a deliberate choice of not returning it
Okay.
yet.
Gotcha.
So
What's going on, Gern?
Gurn will try and open the door.
Would Rory have locked it?
Rory still does not lock doors.
Okay, so yeah, it's open.
Okay. So as he opens it, he'll start kind of like, not loudly, but just be like, "Hey Rory, do you think if I try some of these, you could?"
The room is empty and the window is open.
It's the most he's fucking spoke, and he's speaking to no one.
To nobody.
Bruh.
Well, shit.
Knew it's too good to be true.
You know, she said I shouldn't rig the doors. But what about the windows?
Oh no, loophole!
Mm.
Oh no, loophole!
Yeah, Gurn will spend probably a couple hours trying to both find materials for it and set up a half-assed, like, rigging to the window.
Just his window, or
Or is he
Just
doing it
his
as
window.
Gurn's
Oh,
window?
okay.
Okay.
I was like, don't do it to Rory's. How would that explain how he got back in?
So what exactly is he trying to do?
So, just a very, like, simple, like, string mechanism
Uh-huh.
tied to a mount, so that when he puts a gun there, he can tie it to the trigger to set off the gun.
Alright. Yeah,
But
I
it,
mean,
it has to be removable so that he can still take the gun with him.
Okay.
So like a security measure when he's in his room.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any tool proficiencies that would help you with this?
Um,
Would you say? Did we write down your tool proficiencies? Tinker's tools.
am I was gonna say, am I proficient in Tinker's tools?
Yes. I could. Okay.
Okay.
That's
So yeah, do when using the tools, do you check just with a straight stat, right?
Yeah.
What would you say? Because I could see Dex. I could also see.
I mean, I could kind of
magnificence
see
to
intelligence.
to actually set it up. What does having proficiency with the tools do? Just gives you your proficiency bonus to the roll?
Yeah. So it's still whatever stat you base it off of.
Right.
I
Yeah,
guess it's the question of I imagine he would have done this
I was gonna
before.
say I feel like Gurn knows how to do this, just the vibe. So yeah, I would say do the Tinker's tools with Dex. It's more of a, you know what you're doing, but do you slip and fuck it up kind of thing. Do you need me to roll that for you, or you got it? Yeah, you're able to rig something up. It's all right. Maybe not as consistent as you would like it to be, but it's functional.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine that would probably take him a while.
Yeah, I imagine Rory, you get back and you'll notice Gurn is probably doing that still.
on his
finishing up.
window. How did he? Well, I mean,
On
the fact that,
Gurn's window.
you know, no, I mean like on Gurn's window. Gurn's window is in front of Rory's window. Like
That's actually,
in terms
yeah.
of-
Gurn,
So-
make me a perception check.
because like I did my stealth check, but
What was your stealth roll? 18?
mine was 20. Mine was 22.
Oh, that last one was 22. Okay, yeah.
So like this could work either way. This could work either way. So I'll roll with whatever.
Oh,
Gurn, somehow you just barely don't notice Rory walking right past you on the other side of the window.
No, that.
I imagine it's the kind of thing like he leans
He
down
looks
to
away
mess
for
with
like
something.
the exact
Yeah.
second. Yeah. Yep.
And Roy just
Exactly.
walks past. That's hilarious. Would have been funny now if Roy got stuck in the window. That's fine. That's even more funny. Like, how did he miss him? He's literally just okay.
Just hanging out there.
But like the fact that you were working in the window and your window's before Rory's, and you didn't see Roy sneak back into the house. That's funny.
So you two would probably be home for a bit with just each other before Homer and Echo get back.
Rory's gonna pretend he's been in his room the entire time,
Uh-huh.
but he's. would Gurn's tinkering be loud or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean, you might be able to tell he's doing something in there if you, like, go up to the door, but...
Not if we're pretending we've been home the entire time. So.
Actually, Gurn, make me an intelligence check.
Did that work?
No. What is it? I'll believe you.
18.
Oh, I see it now, yeah. Okay, yeah, Gurn, you remember to close the door the way you found it when you leave Rory's bedroom, so...
I didn't even think about that. Based off how Rory's been all day at the home, I'm pretty sure he would be not questioned if he locked it, if he closed the door or not.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so yeah, I mean, you all eventually, unless there's anything else, will meet up back at home. Probably like early evening at this point.
Echo immediately goes into the kitchen to start dinner.
Alright.
Homer Bum, I mean, at this point, it's kind of basing the knowledge I have heard of off of amphetamine and opioid withdrawals. At this point, he's no longer just looking ill, he's looking like he is beginning to be in excruciating pain. So he hobbles to the bathroom.
Upon hearing noises in the house, Rory like slowly gets out of bed and kind of not sneaks, but like kind of slowly walks into the living room. And he goes, "Oh, Echo, you guys are back."
Yeah. Made a few coin.
Ooh, how much? Also, where's Homer?
6 silver, and I think he went to the bathroom.
Oh. Well, I'm feeling a little bit better now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Where's Gurn?
In his room?
Oh, I'll go get him. Maybe let's I'm gonna go see if he's up. Let's see if he needs dinner. So Rory's gonna go to Gurn's door, and uh, he's gonna forget to knock. So he's gonna try to open the door.
All right.
Do I have to roll anything or not?
No, not yet. Gurn, are you reacting to this?
Um. I don't know if he would.
So Rory just kind of walks into your room.
Hey,
Yep.
Gurn, sorry to bother you, but they're back. If you wanna come out and, watch Echo cook. Have you been in the room the entire time? Rory kind of asks him.
Pretty much.
Oh, how was looking at the potions?
Colorful.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the dining room if you need us or me. And he just kind of walks back.
Question for everyone. Are you guys doing the paperwork, and are you hoping to get that to him before the weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd probably help Homer and Gurn with any of that.
Rory will probably fill out his own.
Gurn wouldn't do his.
Gurn won't do his?
He wouldn't.
Okay.
Homer, do you let Echo sort of like lean over your shoulder while you're doing your paperwork?
I imagine he couldn't hold a pencil right now.
That's extremely valid.
He would try his best, and I think he would be able to recall things. It's just the draws.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls, oh no.
So the three of you who are doing it, give me history checks. Alex, when someone is helping with a check, how do you do that? What is it?
Oh
It usually
God.
gives him advantage.
Advantage. Okay, Homer, make yours with advantage then.
Oh no.
So just roll again.
Dude.
Okay. Should it be advantage and disadvantage because of his draw brain?
Actually, fair enough. Just roll straight.
Can I have advantage?
Oh my, this is bad.
Because I feel like she would remember things, and I don't know, man.
To be
That's
fair,
accurate.
how Rory has been how Rory's mind been today, that is totally valid on what's going on. The exhaustion hit him really badly, apparently, with his mental prowess. Wow, we all stuck at remembering it all for now.
I forgot you said Rory had a point of exhaustion.
Yeah. Would
I
that give
also
him
forgot.
disadvantage?
All of his ability checks would be at disadvantage.
Right.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Well, we don't need to retroactively adjust that, but roll the history again just to see if you end up getting worse than that, but none of you are doing too well, so
Oh, me?
You fucking kidding me, dude? She would be.
That's a nat one.
wow.
Okay, I guess.
Rory Echo, you are not the worst.
Bruh.
What's the history for?
How well they're filling out questions about their homeworld's history.
You're telling me
Oh,
Echo
okay.
wouldn't be filling out this well?
Honestly, though, it makes kind of sense if we're all struggling to remember stuff right now.
So, first of all, I would say these rolls are not good. However, I would say for this type of thing, there is just sort of a baseline minimum of what your characters would be able to recall, even feeling like shit.
Mhm.
I will say, if you guys would like, you can wait and sort of go back over it another day and do the checks again to see if you guys can do better. It'll just delay you from getting your results since you will then have to wait to give the paperwork back to him until Monday. So up to you. If you want to wait and keep working on it, you can. If you want to turn them in as is, that is also fine. I promise I'm not gonna like fuck you out of stuff because of
Wait,
this.
so which roll am I
Split.
going with?
You're going with the nat one, buddy.
That is fine.
I
That makes more
think
sense, in my opinion.
Echo will do that. Being that she's helping Homer, she's probably abandoned her thing to do at a later time.
Okay. So, yeah,
Rory is looking at his paper. While things are not coming to him, he'll write out as vague as possible that it makes sense enough, and
Sure.
he'll submit it anyway.
Okay, so Rory's you're signing yours off.
Yep.
Gurren, you're not doing yours. Echo, you'll notice as well. Anyone who sort of looks over any of the other players' sheets will notice. The questionnaire that Homer has is actually completely different from the one that you have. It asks completely different questions and mentions completely different details.
Oh.
I don't know if
Oh.
Homer Bum would, in his state right now, kind of catch on to the difference.
Probably not.
He also is probably giving Echo really like short or vague or just kind of like nonsensical, but also, I mean, Echo doesn't really know his world, so it's nonsensical in terms of his world, but maybe not to her knowledge.
All right. Are you also going to attempt to fill this out more on another day, or are you just doing what you can do and leaving it at that?
He will probably towards the end kind of just shuffle away from Echo to go back into the bathroom.
All right.
So he does not finish the paperwork.
Rory, are you going out of your way to turn yours in today, or are you just gonna wait to?
Rory will actually. So.
Okay. What's your plan? Tyrion just kind of said to get it back to him, so.
So he's gonna look to Echo and Homer. He's like, well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm gonna try to hand mine in. And there's like very short and vague answers on his sheet, but he's trying to not let the others realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see if I could go to that place to drop it off. He kinda
Hold
says while
on.
scratching his head.
She's gonna put on her sending stone, like asking Tyria where he would be to get the paperwork to him.
Oh.
He will respond to you fairly quickly, saying that he can stop by to pick it up tonight.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I don't have to go out. I was just gonna wander to the office in the castle quarter hill area. Rory kind of just like stops and sits back down. No, that's one. Don't gotta go out now then.
Well, he can at least get something to eat.
Upon hearing that, everyone hears Rory's stomach rumble. Oh, right. I didn't really eat today, huh?
You've got to take care of yourself, Rory.
I'm a growing boy, right? He kind of chuckles to himself.
Coming into the later evening now, around actually properly dinner time at this point, getting close to at least. Felly, roll me a Constitution save.
I also want to say, maybe regardless of what this role is, if that's okay. I think at this point it'd be safe to say that he keeps trying to drink, but his body is no longer like it's rejecting the alcohol.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah.
You're a wreck, my dude, and those pills are starting to sound real good right now.
Wait, what was that?
The pills that Echo has for you that can end the suffering that you're in, starting to look mighty tempting.
Yep. Those draws.
Is Homer still in the bathroom?
He's probably been in and out. He's actually been, I feel like he's been in and out, but when he's not in the bathroom, he's actually laying on the bed in the hallway. Like that's how excruciatingly bad looking he is doing right now.
Echo at some point, because he is on the bed, will be like, "Are you sure you don't want the pills? At least one to make you better?"
He doesn't respond right away. He shakily reaches for the bottle, brings it to his lips, and even before he takes a sip, he goes, "Oop, oop," but it's just dry heaving. Nothing comes out. And he looks back up at Echo with a look of despair and resignation in his eyes, and he croaks out, "Fuck."
Hey, Quill, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If Rory cast Healing Sacrifice on Homer, would this help with him?
It's something that you could try. Your character probably wouldn't.
He
actually
also
know.
gets advantage on medicine checks. If it doesn't work on him, can he try putting on his medicine? The healing magic, I guess.
Do a medicine check. Does Rory have anything specifically stating that it helps with non-magical ailments? Like what is it? Non-magical diseases is generally what it's phrased as, Alex.
Yeah, it would specify non-magical disease.
It does not mention that, but it does say advantage on medicine checks as part of Hunter's Bane, applicable to all creatures with blood. That's the only thing it has. I don't know if it helps with non-magical ailments, but it does says healing. I don't know if this would count as healing or like.
Give me another medicine check just to, as if you were getting advantage from that. Because is that does that have to be activated, or is that just a passive thing? I just closed your character sheet.
Oh, it says you have advantage on medicine checks as part of your Hunter's Bane. So, would that mean I have to activate Hunter's Bane first?
No, it would just be a
it's
passive effect at that
Yeah,
point.
go ahead and roll medicine check again, and we'll take the higher roll.
Okay.
So you would know enough to know that healing could help him if he's physically hurt himself. For
Mhm.
instance, like a bruised lung from dry heaving, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. It wouldn't relieve the symptoms of what he's going through.
Mm. Okay. He's just thinking if they could help with the physical ailments, but if it's not that, then yeah, if it's like an actual like sickness, probably not, right?
Mhm. That's kind of how mechanically we're treating it, I think.
All right, that is okay.
Echo holds out a single pill.
Homer eyes it, looks to the bottle, looks at his stinky clothes, looks to the pill again, and he says, I am in so much pain, but the pain of having to be sober, it's worse. And he rolls over on his side, turning his back to Echo and the pill.
Okay. She'll put it away.
On seeing that, Rory looks over and asks Echo, "Echo, how is he? He seems way worse than before."
He's not doing well.
If I knew more about medicine, I wish I could do something. All I got are alchemy supplies, though. It's not like we can make this medicine better. I don't know how it's made. Or he kind of just like looks over sympathetically.
Around this time, you hear a knock on the door.
Echo will go and get it.
It's Tyriad. He's here. He's here for your paperwork. Good evening.
Come on in.
Oh, alright. I'm just here to pick up the paperwork.
Oh, nonsense. Come on. She'll basically push him towards the table.
He'll sit down.
Oh.
As he walks in, you'll see him sort of look over in Homer's direction. I take it he's not taking the pills then.
No, he's not.
Oh,
I've tried.
Oh, Roy kind of just pipes up and goes, "Hey, Tyriad, why are you here?"
Oh, one of you had paperwork to turn in? Are you all done, or is it just Rory?
It's just Rory.
Sure.
Rory just kind of goes, "Right, you're here for the paperwork." He kind of just shuffles around and puts his hand out with the paperwork. I kind of forgot.
Not a problem. I appreciate you finishing this up quickly. But no matter if the rest of you want to continue working on yours. I'll just delay it slightly. I mean, but you can get it to me Monday, so take your time.
I got caught up helping Homer.
He'll kind of look sort of like sympathetic, thoughtful for a second. And then with a slight sigh, he'll walk over to where Homer's on the bed. Kind of half kneel down beside him. You seem to be in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, that's not really a a new thing for me.
He'll pick up the bottle that you have next to you, kind of take a sniff of it, cringe a little bit. Can you even drink this at this point?
Wait, what did he say?
Can you even drink this at this point?
Homer grunts in. He just grunts. It sounds like a no.
Wouldn't you rather feel better and a slight buzz than nothing at all?
Drink. You're making a point there. It's just. It's not anything I haven't been through before. Ugh. Fuck.
Ooh.
If you're sick enough to be this bad, I mean, it seems like a waste to drink just to throw it back up, don't you think? And he'll, from his own cloak, he'll pull another bottle out, identical, and offer you a pill.
Ah. Homer Bum will look so sad at Tyrod and then the pill. And he says,
You can always
Okay.
drink when it starts to wear off.
Actually, can Homer, insight, just based on the way Tyrod's kind of speaking about, and especially that last comment he made, Homer Bum, I want to insight Tyrod on whether or not he has had to use this substance.
Sure, go for it.
Insight.
Yeah, I mean, just from the fact that this is something he's clearly pulling out of just like one of his like coat pocket, basically. You get the vibe this is probably his personal bottle.
Upon kind of putting that together in his head, he, says nothing, but shakily takes the pill from his hand and tries to kind of pop it in his mouth, but he's kind of choking a little, and in between choking, he's like, "Oh, water, please, so dry."
Echo would have water for him, like, as soon as possible.
He, once he gets some water, he takes it.
Tyriad will kind of give him a pat on the shoulder and say, "Good man, you'll start feeling better soon." So
He blushes.
Oh
He's already blushed. He's already
my.
blushed, so I think it'd be hard to tell.
Roy's just watching all this with his hand on his mouth, trying not to react. You know how like with background people go like, and they're just in the background like that the entire time.
Has Rory given the paperwork to him yet?
Yes,
Okay.
He gave it to him before he went over to Homer.
So, having distinctly not sat down to eat yet, he'll attempt to say his goodbyes and make his way out.
Oh, nonsense. She will come and pull him back towards the table, towards a plate of food that it was set there for him.
He won't put up a fight. He'll just thank you and sit down.
Good.
Kind of sheepishly.
Oh, cool! He's joining us for dinner again. Roy kind of just exclaims.
It would seem so.
Roy puts 2 thumbs up in excitement.
Echo gets Gurn for dinner.
Burn.
What do you actually need a response for that?
Are you are you doing anything? Are you just gonna eat?
No, I'll just go and eat.
Alright. I imagine
Rory.
probably around the time, assuming that they don't wait for Homer. Are we waiting for Homer? Or are we just eating?
Rory will wait a bit, but while he's
Gurn's just eating.
Okay.
While he's gonna wait a bit, but while he's waiting, he's gonna ask Gurn. Gurn, what were you doing earlier by your window?
Jacking something.
Oh. Wait, is there something wrong with the windows?
Not anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Then an easy face goes
Gotta
on.
fix the lock.
The windows
On
have locks?
all of the windows.
Just mine.
Oh, okay.
There's a collective sigh, apparently. Because Rory also sighed out loud. Oh, well.
I mean, unless there's something wrong with yours as well.
No.
Me? No, I don't think so. Rory kind of just sheepishly rubs the back of his head.
Echo looks like she's worried about something.
To be honest, Rory, you shouldn't leave the window open when you leave.
What?
Rory kind of just leave. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you should shut the window before you head out. Don't want to let anything in.
Can I roll a deception check?
Rory.
What is he saying to attempt to lie?
Rory's gonna. Well, it's like, I didn't leave. I went to the bathroom and I let my room air out. I don't know what you mean by I left.
Echo and Gurn insight.
Well, I mean, even if he did leave, like, just, I mean, I don't know, he does bring up a good point. We don't need thieves hanging about.
Or he kind of just sheepishly looks. Guess I'll just make sure if I'm not in my room to close the window. Then, what did Gurn roll for his insight?
10.
Okay.
Gurn might actually believe that he was just in the bathroom.
But the amount of times that Roy just kind of chills in the bathroom, I think that's believable.
He was just taking a bath again for like the 5th time. It's fine.
He actually fell asleep in the tub this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Gurn assumes.
But I'm guessing Echo thinks something's wrong with what Rory said. I'm guessing.
She's a little suspicious.
You don't have
but
any reason to suspect he's necessarily overtly lying to you,
No,
but it's a little sus, just a little.
just a little.
Just a little.
After about half an hour or so, Homer, you'll very quickly this time start to feel the worst of your symptoms starting to fade as the meds kick in.
He will get up as he starts to feel better and make a beeline for dinner, and probably not just take one plate, not just take 2 plates, but 3 plates, because man's been shitting, puking all day.
Yep.
Echo happily gives him like however much food that he wants.
Rory's just kind of sitting there about to dig in, but he sees how much food Homer wants.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, Homer, do you want half of my plate?
No, Rory, that's your plate.
But, I mean, I'm not as hungry as Homer, clearly.
No, but I have enough food for him.
Nah, kid, you're skinny as fuck. Eat all that shit for real.
Okay. And Rory just kind of slowly starts digging into the food.
As Homer gets up and walks over to you, it'll give him kind of a sympathetic, like, encouraging sort of smile and nod kind of thing.
He'll wink back.
Hand to face again. Well, Echo, food is delicious, as usual, Rory says, with a slight mouthful.
Thank you, darling.
Homer Bum's just going in the background.
Doing what in the background?
He's going.
Nice.
Uh,
He's slurping.
he's
Oh.
slurping.
Homer, don't choke on the food.
No response, just.
Okay.
Those are the sounds of a happy home.
Rory just mutters something under his breath.
In between bites, in response to Echo, he says, I'm more like a happy, home, and slaps his knee.
Stop! um, one moment. Oop.
At some point, as you're all eating, Tyriad will ask you, Echo, how are supplies holding up? You guys have enough food? Do you need restocks of anything?
I think it's. I think we should be fine.
Alright, well, if you need anything, you have my number.
Oh, wait, why do you ask?
Well, I don't want my newest employees to starve before they get a chance to get paid.
Insight.
Go for it. He's not, like, trying to hide anything from you, but you get the feeling that that was sort of maybe a loaded comment. Like, there's more to it than he's necessarily sharing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
She will not really respond. She'll probably just clear her throat and give him a little smirk. Oh, Tyriad.
Yeah.
What do the letter T and an island have in common?
You'll see him kind of furrow his brow. Let's see.
Roy just kind of laughs out loud.
See, the awkward thing here is I feel like he would probably at least be able to make an educated guess, but I don't know the answer to this riddle.
Roy's actually laughing a lot because it took me a bit. I understand the riddle.
You understand the riddle?
Can
Good.
Roy just interject then?
Hold on. I want Tyriad to make a guess.
Yeah. Roy just starts chuckling to himself because he thinks it's funny.
You'll see him kind of furrow his brow for a second. Sort of look like he's thinking about it, and then kind of give a shrug and go, something to do with water, I guess?
Very close. What is it, Rory?
They're surrounded by water. You just hear Roy laughing really loudly now.
That's so cute, dude. I love that. Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys could tell, but Roy likes riddles.
You see, Tyriad kind of looks thoughtful for a second and then goes, oh, the spelling. Right.
Ooh, I haven't laughed like that in a while.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's because like the word water has a T in the middle, and what do you find in the middle of the ocean? Islands. That's why it's funny. It's
They're both in the middle of water.
yeah.
Gurn will just like stare at you and give an awkward lizard blink.
Good.
Now you're the one lizard blinking.
Yep.
Rory's too busy laughing to himself. I just think it's funny. It's clever.
Echo looks like she's like kind of like reveling in the sound of like Homer happily eating, and then Rory's laughter, and Gurn's like unknowing of what
Lack of
that
brain cells.
yeah looks like she's reveling in it, like almost like as
Yeah.
if she belongs here.
It feels like warmth.
Unless you guys have anything else for him after dinner, Tyriad will say his goodbyes and leave.
Goodbye, darling. See you soon.
Homer, as you know, he's kind of making his way out. Homer Bum will. I would like to assume by this point he's probably mostly done with his 3 fucking plates of Echo's delicious food. So he kind of quickly like gets up from the table and kind of follows Tyrion for a second. He's like, hey, hold up.
He'll just kind of like raise an eyebrow.
Hey, you been through this shit, man, haven't you?
Is this in front of everyone, or did you like follow him out?
Yeah, he followed him out.
All right. You'll see him kind of look off for a second. Well, I mean, I certainly haven't been through it to the degree that you're going through it, but I'm also a patient of Marty's, so I understand at least to an extent.
Homer Bum nods thoughtfully in response, and the player needs a second to think. Okay, yeah, and he will say, or kind of ask, so, are you mostly sober most of the time, Tyron?
Roll me an insight check, Homer.
Gotcha.
That's his secret, Homer. He's always fucked up.
Oh, always fucked up. Not in. It's so. Yeah, we don't know so sober him.
He'll kind of give you a bit of a smile, and he'll go, for the most part, sure.
Homer Bum will kind of quirk his eye up, but kind of continue on his. He'll quirk his eyebrow up in a little suspicion, but he'll continue with his line of thought regardless. So, how the fuck do you do it? I mean, we're in this. Nobody wants to be in this. I don't want to be in this. How do you deal with your shit, man?
Just trying to think of how he would respond. Sorry, 1 second.
Real conversations require real thinking.
He'll kind of like get a more sort of serious look on his face, kind of look off. And he'll say, "Well, I suppose I find other things to keep me busy. I mean, you deal with it as best you can as it comes, and that's really the only advice I can offer, I suppose."
Homer nods appreciatively, and he will not say much else, but give Tyred a little how do I describe this? It's a little like I guess the only way to describe it is like a little a little gay way.
Good.
And head back in the house.
He'll give you like a nod, wish you a good night, and he'll head off.
Rory kind of looks over and kind of just like to Homer Bum and goes, "What was that about?"
It's called Nunya.
I thought that was a place.
Kid, what the fuck? It's called Nunya Business.
Rory just kind of looks at him like, "But that's what you told me you were last time." So and then Rory just goes, "Oh, oh, okay, I gotcha."
Out of character question: is Rory autistic?
Part of what's been going on today. Let's just put that on there. We're setting the building block. That's all Rory's doing.
Yes, establishing characters. Quick question, since we are coming up on our usual ending time. Do you guys have to be off at a specific time tonight? Because we could potentially go for longer if we wanted to.
Whoa.
Ooh.
But up to you guys. Alex doesn't have to work tomorrow, so.
I can only go up to 12 or 1, basically. I don't go to sleep till 2. So
Eastern or
2 Eastern. So.
Okay.
But I do have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. So
I
let
was
me
going
know
to
what
say,
everyone decided.
let's take a quick 5-minute break because I also have to go to the bathroom.
Yay, longer session!
Yay, longer session!
Ah, I love Homer. I love Homer so much. Ah, I love all of them. But
Oh my god, I love how, dude, Alex, I love how you do Gurn. Like, I love how you show like the way that Gurn like cares in like such a detached, like quiet way.
It's always subtle things with him because like he doesn't give a shit either way, really. But he'll never admit to doing anything wrong or apologize about it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, but like he mended Homer's clothes. Like what but I can see like with the trap thing, like it's serving some sort of purpose for him, but like he was the one that just mended Homer's clothes without asking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that I see a little speck of heart of gold in that man's cold reptile blood.
No, to him it was balancing out the awkwardness of you essentially calling him out.
Ah, okay. I see. I see. That makes sense.
So I guess technically in a way, yes, it's him apologizing, but sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see you. I don't know. I really like the way you're doing his character.
Also, half of
I
Gurn
have
telling
returned.
Rory to shut his window before he leaves uh, was partially to try and deflect so that Echo didn't ask him about questions about his window.
What did I miss? Hello?
What?
What did I miss?
Not much. Talking about Gurn.
Oh, and the window? Or the not window?
That was one of it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this happened, but I feel like I might have just daydreamed it. Homer has asked Rory if he's autistic before, right? Like that happened, right?
Yep. And Rory's response was, autistic? Like he doesn't know the word is. If I remember correctly.
Cool. I just it's gonna keep coming up as long as like Rory is like putting on wait just to double check, like Rory is like his naivety is like and his general um traits that I and my character might see as autistic is a part of his act,
It's a
or
deliberate part of the act, yes.
no autism at all, not a single autism in the twink body.
Well, you haven't met the other part yet. So
Oh. Good point. Yeah. Okay, I see you.
So it could be, but like we'll have to make that judgment when inevitably the other part does come out.
Right.
When that happens, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
happen
I
at some
got you.
point. But
For sure. Yeah. Maybe if Homer Bum ends up getting sober, he'll go to Woodsbury Psychology School and then be like, "Okay, Rory, time for your autistic assessment."
I've returned.
welcome back.
Woohoo!
Yippee.
So did we make a decision? Because
I think we're going for a bit longer. Yes? Is everyone good with that?
Yeah, I can go until it's 11 o'clock, y'all Easterners time,
Yes.
right?
yeah.
So I can go till 12 your time, which is 11 my time.
Okay.
Well, that is around when I said I would like to stop.
Perfect.
One is the absolute latest though for me.
Don't think we'll go that long. Is Jamie here?
Did we all take a bathroom break?
I think a couple of us did at least.
Oh, okay. I came back and like trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, I did. I did at least, so.
I also went so
Piss break.
Pee pee. I was thinking about when his withdrawals were getting worse. Thinking about doing another running to the bathroom with a Constitution saving throw thing.
Might come to that.
Oh, it most definitely will again.
If we're going to sleep for the night, Homer, can you give me a wisdom save?
Sure.
Wow.
Pretty good.
You got some nice rolls today, everybody.
You're all doing pretty good tonight.
I get up out of my chair and I do some stuff. And I come back and Atlas is in my chair.
He's gaming now.
He's
taking over
gaming.
for you.
The
He's
gaming is
Echo
gaming.
now.
Let us hear his voice acting. Come on.
No, this
Oh
next
my-
day, Echo will just be in her cat form the entire time.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, speak for the people.
My son.
Speak for the people. Dude, he is so lazy. Oh my god. Like, literally, I held him up to the mic, and then he just put his chin on my wrist and just wanted to go to sleep.
No, he's a sleepy boy.
Come get your son.
My child. Are we going to sleep?
Yeah.
In character?
Yeah.
Homer, you don't have any nightmares tonight.
Woohoo!
Anyone sleeping on the floor tonight?
Fuck no.
Rory is definitely going to bed this time. Not
Think-
making that mistake more than 5 times. So.
I think Homer's actually going to crash on the bed for tonight.
Alright. You all fall asleep and wake up, and it's Friday, baby.
I mean, I don't have exhaustion anymore.
You do not. You're safe.
Woo!
Echo will go into the kitchen, start making breakfast.
Oh, things fine. Rory strides up to the counter. Morning, Echo.
Good morning, Rory. You looking better spirits today?
I feel way better than I did yesterday. Shows the magic of a bed, right?
Very
Just
much
kinda
so.
laughed at himself.
Oh, I can't wait for luxury.
Luxury?
Mhm.
Isn't this already luxurious enough? Roy kind of just like gestures to the room.
Well, for now. I do miss my old bed.
Oh. I mean, personally, I think this bed is better than what I've been sleeping on.
Well, I guess it wasn't really my bed, but I did
Oh.
get a soft bed for Claire. So,
Rory kind of thinks about it again. Claire is your. He wants to say daughter, but he's pausing because he's not sure if that's the right word.
she's my daughter.
Oh, so okay, so it is daughter. Okay, he kind of just sighs with relief.
Yes.
Ooh. I can't imagine what that must be like right now.
Mm.
I'm sorry, that was insensitive of me.
Quill, I just realized a error in my story. I will go over that with you later.
Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay.
It's timing issues.
Gotcha.
It's whatever. Anyway. Echo will probably have her servant go in to like rooms to gather the bedding and wash them.
Cool.
Rory kind of sees a floating apron go towards the rooms. Echo points to the apron.
Yes.
Points to the apron while floating around.
That's my servant.
Were they naked before?
I don't know.
Is that why they have an apron now?
No, I figure that it would be easier and a lot less startling if you have something to see my servants when they're around.
Rory just kind of goes, so you don't know if they were naked under before.
Well, I can't see them now, can I?
Kind of just stares. Is it bad I thought you knew what they looked like the entire time?
Well, the name of the spell is called Unseen Servant, so...
You don't have, like, an image in your head that just fills in the blanks?
Nope.
Rory can't get over the fact that the apron is, like, showing a figure, implying, like, there's something there. I just thought they were floating. I didn't think there's an actual thing there. Huh. Now Roy's just staring off into the distance. Look, his mind is filling in something, and he doesn't know what he's filling in. He just sees floating apron, implying there's a body. And he can't get over the fact that, like, maybe they are naked. Have they been naked around this entire time?
Shit.
A little into the psyche of Rory there.
Oh no.
It's like when they tell you, imagine them but naked. Except that doesn't work as an adult. That just makes you weird. So yeah, that's going on in Rory's head right now.
Echo probably does more simple breakfast. And then she probably knocks on Gurn's door. Calling out that breakfast is ready. And then she'll probably go over to Homer. And if he's sleeping, probably put a hand to his shoulder and, tell him the same.
Homer will jerk awake. Doesn't look angry, looks shocked, but looks better.
Sorry, I need to stop that. Breakfast is ready for you.
No worries, doll. I'm usually never privy to a fine lady like, fine echo like yourself, touching me awake. Just, yeah.
Out of character question.
You had to say that when I was drinking!
Is that the third time Echo has touched someone and they freaked out at this point?
All of our characters got PTSD, dude.
Yeah, man.
I feel bad. Because Echo tried it with Gurn, and Gurn's like immediately gone. Echo tried to comfort Rory. Rory immediately like jumped out and like shook in defense.
Aw, they're
Her-
traumatized.
Her mom's senses are screaming.
Now
I feel
and
like
now, like with the waking up of Homer.
I feel like our characters just aren't used to like gentle, like non-harmful touch. You know what I mean? It's an adjustment.
For sure.
Oh, totally. I was just noticing like Echo has tried to like I guess reassure or comfort, and each person
Yeah.
reacted like
Yep.
I'm getting attacked or something.
Feral animal party.
My poor girl. She's her esteem, her self-esteem is actually plummeting as we speak.
No.
Oh my god.
Real as fuck.
Gern, are you going to the table?
Gurn's already at the table.
I just moved him.
Oh.
Is Gern getting up? Gern.
Is
Yeah, he'll
Gurn
slowly
wearing
get up.
Alright.
Is Gurn wearing a shirt today?
Does Gern
No.
get dressed? Okay. What's the weather like today? Oh, actually, like sunny, clear skies. Beautiful day again.
No
Possibly
shirt
even
again?
nicer than yesterday.
No shirt again, Gurn? Rory just kind of tilts his head at him.
Do I need a shirt?
Well, no. Just actually, he kind of looks at everybody. Do you all have chains of clothes?
Regrettably, no.
Rory's like thinking, so all of us have all been wearing the same clothes since we've gotten here?
Yeah.
Does that mean when everyone sleeps, we're all just, huh?
Well, I
He
sleep
just
naked.
said this. That's what Rory was implying. Just he didn't finish. He just kind of kept that thought like travel off.
Why would you sleep any other way?
Well, in case you need to get out of somewhere quickly, I generally at least try to keep my boxers on me.
Rory's just hardcore blushing because the imagination of what he just realized he said.
Rory's picturing all of his party members naked now.
Oh no, they're hot.
Anyway, are we gonna take on? Are we gonna? Rory can't speak.
Spit it out, kid. Everybody has seen dick, pussy, and balls. Just talk like a normal fucking 20-something. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not that. It's more Are we killing rats today? He just blurts out loud.
Why not?
Just the last job we got. I mean, that we haven't really, that we can work on and get paid for, and like, could be good for some. Rory just can't gather his thoughts together again. Uh, you know.
Pays. It does pay better than busking. For now.
And hey, experience, right? We do need to get some battle experience before whatever that big event is that we gotta do.
So, I mean, I could root them out and let you guys kill.
I could shoot them with my crossbow and pin them down if anything. I'm a pretty decent shot, but I'm pretty sure Gurn's better. Looks over to Gurn.
So sort of interrupting you guys. I imagine you're all sitting around the table, sort of having this conversation over breakfast, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So two things will happen almost at the same time. You will all hear the slight buzz coming from the front door as though someone has rung the doorbell. And as soon as you sort of process that happens, the phone that was fixed the other day will begin ringing again. And Gurn, you specifically can feel it sort of calling to you to answer.
The door or the phone?
The phone, sorry.
Oh.
Phone specifically, yeah.
Echo will probably go for the door.
Okay.
Gurn immediately has his gun pointed at the phone.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Gurn, no.
I could answer the phone. Just one side to the ear, other to the mouth, right? Rory kind of just slowly walks to the phone. Don't shoot this direction.
He's still aiming at it.
I'm assuming the phone was over here, right?
It's over on this sort of side table thing, yeah. By the
There we
way.
go. So Rory picks up the phone, puts one to his ear and the other to his mouth. Hello? This is Rory speaking?
You'll hear Cyrus's voice. Oh, good. Seems like you guys figured out the phone situation, huh?
Oh! Is this Cyrus?
Yep. Hey, are you guys busy today? I got something I could, use a hand with.
Rory kind of yells out, "Are we busy today?"
No.
I mean, I was gonna eat a rat, but
Oh,
You're not eating a rat, Gurn.
I would take that as a no. He says with a questioning inflection.
well, if you guys could stop by my place sometime, preferably sooner rather than later. I got a bit of a situation. Normally Winston deal with it, but he's out right now. Don't really want to wait till he gets home, and Tyriad's taking the day off, so...
Rory yells, "Guys, Cyrus needs help. We're going there apparently." Because Rory didn't say doesn't know if we could decline it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's no problem to you guys, I don't want to be a nuisance.
Rory totally just ignored that. "Okay, we'll see you there, Cyrus."
Alright. Appreciate the help.
And then Rory puts the phone not back in the receiver, but next to the thing.
Okay. Off the hook.
Yeah, basically.
Good.
He doesn't know you're supposed to put it back.
Very fair.
He goes, "I think this is how it works."
I did it. Puts the phone down.
Yep.
I like to think that Echo has just been standing at the door, like, listening
Mhm.
and trying to piece together, and then being like, no! And then when when that ends, she opens the door.
You open the door, and on the front step in front of the door is a medium-sized box with your name on it. Conveniently, Echo.
Huh? Uh, I guess she'll bend down and pick it up.
All right, you do that.
Come get your son.
My child.
He's being bad.
Uh-oh.
And she'll bring it into the kitchen area while looking at
Ooh.
it confused.
Ooh, what is that, Echo?
What's in the box?
A package for me?
You got a present!
From who? Is there any...
All that's on it is your name written in kind of a like script sort of font handwriting.
I mean, aren't all things in boxes presents? Rory kind of just types up.
I guess, but...
Rory goes, ugh. What if it's from, oh, what's his,
Timber?
yeah, that's his name.
She gets a big old blush. Or, well, for a cat. You can see she gets a little bashful about it. She's like, oh, well, I don't think he'd. But at that, she is more eager to open the box.
Oh, you open in the box.
She'll open the box.
All right. You open the box, and wrapped up in like black sort of tissue paper, you'll find a couple. Well, first things first. Sitting on top of whatever it is that's sort of wrapped up in the tissue paper, there is an ace of hearts poker card, sitting on top of it. And opening it, you will find two articles of clothing, a jacket and a dress, which I will send you general sort of pictures of.
Oh.
In the general chat, those two things.
Oh my god.
Echo, that's so pretty.
She's just like kind of staring at it in awe.
Do you think this is actually from him? I was just kind of throwing a name out there.
This looks
Roy
way
kinda-
too expensive, huh?
Roll an insight check.
One moment.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know him that well, but like, he was washing dishes in a pub when you met him, so unless he's secretly kind of loaded, which he
We don't really know.
This is way too nice. And what's with the card? Is there anything on the card? Like, it's just a card?
roll an investigation check for me.
Oh.
It is just an ace of hearts playing card.
I mean, if anything, Echo, someone clearly fancies you.
Who?
Rory just shrugs. Someone clearly thinks you'll look good in those dresses, though. Kind of like looks at them and he's like, look at them. It's so extravagant, so posh. So actually, you might be right. These look very expensive.
I mean, is it just a fancy gift from the fancy pussy?
Um, I don't think this is from Timber.
Well, someone still clearly likes ya.
I, I haven't met too many people.
I mean, there's Rory's drawing a blank.
She looks like
Um,
she's absolutely adoring these this jacket and this dress, by the way. But like she's very hesitant.
Rory looks over to Homer. Homer, who have we met?
In between shoveling the last remnants of food and drinking water in addition to
Ooh.
moonshine.
Self-care.
Yeah, character development. He kind of mumbles like, "Fuck if I know, kid. I've either been in draws, drunk, or painfully sober. I don't pay attention to shit."
Gern, do you know who we met?
If any of you would like to, by the way, make insight checks to see if either insight or history. If you would like to go for it.
Rory's gonna roll a history. Mm.
You'd all be fairly sure, just based on the vibe, that you haven't met anyone who at least dresses to this sort of standard.
You really can't think of anybody.
Other than maybe Tyrion. He doesn't dress that
Yes.
like elegantly though. He just has, you know, decent clothes. But
Can I see the card?
Does the
Sure.
Ace of Hearts mean anything?
She'll hand
Gern?
Gurn the card.
Rory just asks if the Ace of Hearts means anything, as he just knows it's the Ace of Hearts.
Well, this is very nice. I'm hesitant to wear it.
I mean, doesn't hurt to keep it in the box for now if you're not sure. We are supposed to help Cyrus out with something. I'm assuming it's manual labor. So I would say hold off on that till later.
But it's so pretty.
Yeah, but like, we might kill rats later today. You don't want to get rat and nerds on it, do ya?
I'm gonna be a cat.
Rory kind of just blinks and goes, right, you could turn into a cat. I forgot.
She is holding it out, the dress out in front of her. Also, I don't know if you caught it, but she did give the card to Gurn.
Okay.
Alex. But she is holding out the dress and the jacket. She's like, "What do they want from me?"
Did she ask that out loud?
Yes.
And obviously, a night on the town in that pretty dress. No?
I. Hmm. You may be right, but I'd like a more direct approach.
Ooh.
As you guys are all talking, Gurn looks over the card, and then chucks it and manages to stick it perfectly in between two of the cushions of the couch, so it's just kind of stuck in there. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Oh, why?
Wow. How did you do that?
Did she just want to do that, or? Echo will go grab the card
It's
again.
not often. It's not often I get some cards to throw.
Duly noted.
It's been a while.
Um. Heads or tails?
Huh?
Heads or tails?
Like, are you asking in character or?
I'm not in.
Always
No.
tails.
No. It's not in character.
Oh, okay. Tails?
Okay. She's gonna take them and she's gonna wear them. She's gonna go into her room and put them on.
Both
Alright.
of them or just one of them?
Probably both of them.
Oh, so the one and then the coat?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
That-
Yeah, I mean, you do that, nothing happens.
Yes, but she is. She probably goes into the bathroom to look in the mirror, and she's giddy, like posing in front of it.
Echo, how does it look? Rory kind of yells out.
She comes out and like she does like a little spin.
Rory's hands cover his mouth.
You can tell she's like
Ooh.
elated. She's loving it.
Ooh, Echo. It fits you so nicely.
It's. Does it? Is it a good fit?
Exact, actually, yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like they're made for you. Rory just blurts out loud.
She is, yeah. You can tell that dresses are one of her favorite things by this. Fashion is her favorite thing, whatever.
Rory kind of just. Can Rory do an insight check, actually?
Sure. What are you trying to insight?
Rory's gonna, like, think to himself, why does it fit her so perfectly? So let's see if he actually comes up with something.
how common is magic and magical items in Rory's world exactly? Like specifically
How-
items.
Magical items are common, but they don't consider them magical items. So,
So you'd be aware that there are some expensive clothes that will size themselves to their wearer. However, if these aren't those, it is a bit weird how well they fit.
okay. Rory will keep that thought to himself for now then. Because on the former hand, it makes sense how it fits so well. On the latter, that's kind of creepy. So,
She wants to do detect magic on the
Alright.
card.
On the card?
On the
not
card.
the dress, the card.
Sure.
Yeah.
It would just generally show anything in 30 feet.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
It's more like an augmented sight kind of spell.
Oh. So if she detects magic, what she notices from the dress or the card, if it If she gets that.
Anything magical would sort of light up in your vision,
I
believe is
And the
how
c-
it's described.
the card
Yeah.
is currently in the couch cushions, right? Between.
Oh, she
Today
went
one.
and got it.
Okay.
Why is this not aligning to the grid? What the fuck? Whatever. Anyway. Neither the clothes nor the card are magical. But you will notice that the telephone is glowing. There's a couple things around the house that like you'd expect. The light switches, some of the more modern looking stuff. It's actually just magical. Nothing really that like surprising to see though. All
Well,
about what you'd expect.
well, none of it's magic. She's like flipping the card in her hand.
Rory asked, "Wait, none of it's magic? Wait, what's not magic?"
Anything that came from from this box.
Rory's face kind of twists into a slightly concerned face, but he's trying to hide that at the moment.
Insight.
So, Echo's gonna notice that Rory's face went from being happy to concerned, but he's not saying anything, clearly.
Oh. What's the look for, Rory?
Huh? Look.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, they look amazing on you, Echo. And like I figured because they fit you so well that meant they were magically augmented to fit you properly. But because you said they're not magical, and since none of us remember who we met or can't think of who we met, how did they have your measurements? Roy kind of says that with a quiet tone.
At that, she does kind of get a little bit more of a concerned look.
I mean, not to like dissuade you because they look amazing. It's just well, kind of shrugs and goes, eh. Let me reiterate, they look amazing on you. Go.
Well, it's nice to get out of The old clothes, anyway.
I say you just roll with it, and we find out who it is later, right, guys? Kind of looks over to Homer and Gurn.
Homer just kind of shrugs. We sure it's not that Timber Cat guy?
I don't think it's him.
Well, what if he's actually like secretly wealthy?
I don't know if he'd be working over at that bar.
What about
Go ahead.
what about those Cyrus and the droid? Like they seem to have money.
They did live in the southern quarter, and we all remember how posh and
the old ward.
expensive that area was.
You guys live in the southern quarter.
Oh, never mind.
Well, to be fair, the old ward's a section of the southern quarter, but yeah.
But yeah, where they were was more posh and rich and extravagant looking.
But it. I don't know, I get the sense that this card. It doesn't align with them.
Only we knew what the Ace of Hearts means. Actually, wait a minute. Why? Can I do an insight check again for the card?
Sure. What are you?
Why is there a playing card? And like that's like specifically like
Did you already investigate the card, or was it just Echo and Gurn who looked at it?
it just Echo and Gurn did it.
Okay, roll me
No.
an investigation check.
Nope, never mind.
Well, that was insight. Roll an investigation.
Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Whoopsies.
I tried so hard, Soul. I tried to help you.
No, it's okay.
It's a playing card.
Yeah, I got nothing. He kind of just looks at it. It looks like just a playing card. You know what would be funny though? Rory kind of just like shrugs. What if it was the prince? Ha 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 ha.
Why would the prince?
I don't know. We haven't even met him. Rory just kind of shrugs.
With a name like Lightbringer?
Yeah, it's just fun. I mean, I keep making fun of him. I feel like this is gonna bite me in the butt one day. Rory kind of just shrugs at it. Who knows? Maybe he has ears and eyes everywhere. Maybe he's stalking you.
You think someone's stalking me?
No. I was kind of just kidding, Echo. Like,
She kind of looks a little, she looks a little, troubled at that, like a million different, like, emotions on her face, like.
Rory kind of does not perceive that at the moment. He just kind of goes, it's more so that, like, I was just kind of throwing ideas out there. I don't think anyone really knows us out here, so there'd be no reason for that.
I mean, the only one I could think of would be Timber, but
Again, what if he's secretly wealthy?
hmm,
It, is that not an option?
it could be. I just highly doubt it because he even told me his house is on the other side of the river.
Ooh, you know where he lives.
Well, I know approximate. She kind of
Wait, when
says,
did Roy kind of goes? Wait, when did this happen?
yes, day before. I don't remember.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Was that when we were in the bar and it was kind of empty but not empty?
uh,
Was that when we were watching you guys gallivant on the other side of the bar?
somewhat. It was during all that, yes.
Rory kind of goes, "Oh, that was when we were watching you and it was kind of awkward looking, wasn't it? Right, Homer? Right, Gern?" Rory clearly is not reading the room properly right now.
Her self-esteem, man.
Homer Bum shakes his head disapprovingly at Rory. Meanwhile, he is trying to sneakily shove little scraps of food off of his modest two plates into his pockets.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, nobody's noticing that.
I don't think anyone noticed he had a second plate.
Oh, Echo would have given it to him gladly.
Okay. Rory's still waiting for an answer. He just sees Homer shaking his head. Looks over to Gern.
What?
Oh, never mind.
Echo has her servant clean up. And she will probably go back into the bathroom for a while, just kind of looking at herself. Maybe doing up her hair a little bit to go with the dress.
The new fit.
Yeah. And then when she comes out, she'll look at everybody and go, "Well, are we going to Cyrus's?"
Ready. Rory hops off the chair. Well, ready as I'll ever be.
Homer, Gern.
Yep. He takes a bottle with him and from the other night goes back over to the couch and puts the glass stem back in his nose, sweeping the resin he scraped out. Scrape, scrape, words.
I
Scraped
think you
out
got
into
it.
his
Yeah.
back into his pocket and gives a little thumbs up.
All right. Making your way to the old ward then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess here's the question: are you guys walking, or are you gonna walk over to the plaza to take the? Because there is a teleporter down there as well. 003. But it's about a 2 mile, slightly less walk from your house. So
That'd be like 15, 20 minutes, basically, roughly. Right?
maybe a little bit more. I don't remember the base walking speed, but something like that.
Do you guys want to teleport or do you guys want to walk?
Well, you could help Gurn. And I could help Homer with the buttons.
Oh, wait. We could take it separately. You're right.
That is what Tyria did say.
Yeah.
She says a little sheepishly.
All right, let's warp then. I'll go with Gurn and you go with Homer.
Remember, Rory, 003.
I could push buttons.
Just push the right ones, please.
Got it.
All right. What pair is going first?
Gurn, you want to go now first?
Sure.
All right, we're going in first then.
All right. Two of you are able to do that with no problem.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot easier when there's not four of you in there.
And Gurn's a lot smaller too, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're practically in there by yourself, Rory.
That was easier. Oh my god. Still can't get over the vertigo though.
Homer and Echo going.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you all end up in the old ward. It's an unseasonably warm day out. Clear skies, very nice, sun is shining. Old ward is still eerily quiet. There's just no one around.
Why is it always so quiet over here?
But you are luckily only a couple blocks from Cyrus's house.
Do we get there without any hitches?
Yeah, I'd say so. You have the map. Nothing's really going on. It's daytime, so no one stops you or anything. And yeah, you come up to the house that you were at not too long ago.
I guess I'll knock on the door.
You knock. A moment or so later, the door will open, and you'll see Cyrus Morning. Glad you guys could make it. Come in, come in. And he'll usher you all to follow him into his home.
So, Cyrus, what do you need help with?
So, kind of funny story. Well, you see, Winston's out today, picking up the slack. Um, and I may have slightly mishandled one of the things that we were processing from this last intake event here. Kind of look awkward for a second, shrug, give a bit of a laugh, and go, so, may have let a mimic loose in his office? I'd like you guys to deal with it for me. I can provide you, first of all, and he'll turn to Gurn, um, kind of gesture to you, and then he'll wheel over to a sort of table. The mechanical arm on his chair will reach up to a top shelf, pull a long box down, and he'll come over and hand it to you, Gurn. Looking in, you can see there are two guns, a sawn-off shotgun, and I believe a pistol was the other thing that you asked for?
A rifle.
A rifle. Yeah, a rifle and a sawed-off. So he will hand you that. First of all, got these from Joe for you. Hope that's what you were expecting, I guess. Now, there's a bit of a catch with this. I need the thing back alive. So try not to, burn it, destroy it with a spell. Ideally, if you can, and he'll reach into his bag and pull out a small blue bottle. Holding it out to Gurn, he'll go, if you can hit it with this using the flask lock, it'll put it to sleep. It'll be tight quarters though, so don't hit anybody else.
Gurn is just staring at the guns with like a tear in his eye.
What's the worst that could happen here? Rory kind of just chuckles to himself.
I mean, they can get a little feisty, but it shouldn't be anything you guys can't handle.
Does Gurn... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Does Gurn take that bottle?
He'll like absent-mindedly take it while still staring at the guns.
Okay.
And I got two options for you as far as payment goes. I mean, of course, I can give you gold if that's what you guys want at this point. That being said, his office kind of also functions as a storeroom for some of the stuff that we get in that we don't really have much to do with. If you guys want to, pick an item out each, you can take that as payment instead. Up to you guys. See if you see anything that catches your fancy in there.
Oh.
Just stay away from the suit of armor and the blue carpet. Both a little feisty.
Rory kind of goes, well, I mean, it's a mimic. How troublesome could this be?
Just remember, need it back alive, alright? Normally I'd have Tyriad do it. He could knock the thing out in an instant, but, well,
We just...
And
so
you
we
just...
put it to sleep, right?
Put it to sleep, knock it out. Just don't kill the thing.
You just gave him a gun. You gave him two guns. You expect him not to shoot?
Well, if he shoots with the potion, I mean, that's fine. Also, you can hurt the thing. Just, the last whatever you gotta do. Just make sure it doesn't die.
So, on the off chance we get hit with that potion,
Fall asleep for a little while.
oh, that doesn't sound so bad.
It's just a sleeping potion, kid.
Again, see, what's the worst that could happen? We got this, guys. We got this. Oh, Rory's pumped up now. So, it's just in the office over there?
Yep, it's right this way, and he'll lead you over to a room. And opening the door, you will see it's not a large space. Well, I'll show you the map that we'll be doing.
Oh.
Ignore the stairwell. You guys are standing as if you had just come down the stairs.
We're... Oh, this is,
It's in there somewhere.
Rory kind of steps in the room. I mean, how dangerous could this mimic be?
So shoot everything.
Well, I mean, just don't hit any of us and the potion and, yeah. Roy looks to Echo for reassurance. Right?
Gurn, do you think you can hit that potion?
I don't think there's been anything that I can't hit, so...
Without hitting all of us?
Well, now that's a different story.
Do not hit any of us. I'm not carrying anybody.
It's just sleeping. Roy kind of gestures. It'll be fine.
What, you don't want to get some beauty sleep?
Who are you saying that to?
Kind of towards you, but just in general.
I don't need beauty sleep.
Y'all, this is out of character. I'm gonna be real. I'm getting too tired. I have not been paying really good attention. I think I need to get
That is all right.
skedaddling.
We are.
Oh, it is 12 already.
Yep,
Oh,
we're
God.
leaving it with you guys entering the room here now. So
That makes sense.
next session, you guys will attempt to non-lethally capture the mimic in the storeroom.
Yoo-hoo!
I feel like this is gonna go sideways so fast. Not because I don't believe in us, is because the rolls today were very all over the place. So,
Yeah.
like, they were either high or they were low. There were no in-betweens, really. Except for, like, 3, maybe.
So yeah, you guys enter the room. Cyrus says good luck, and we'll call it there.
Woohoo!
Yoo-hoo!
This will be your non-lethality tutorial, in which I tell you about the fact that you guys can knock stuff out without killing it.
Does that mean we are guaranteed not to kill this thing, or are we gonna kill it?
So, to knock something out non-lethally, it has to be a melee attack with some very niche exceptions for a ranged attack. It cannot be a spell. You can't
no.
non-lethally disintegrate someone with a fireball, unfortunately.
Oh no, I only if I'm doing Roar right now, I only have range attacks.
I mean, unless you have a spell that would arguably be non-lethal,
I mean,
like
you
the
could
sleep
also,
spell.
yeah, put it to sleep. There are other options. Cyrus has given you the equivalent of a tranquilizer dart to use on it.
That's true.
And it just is
Oh,
the very last hit that would bring it to 0 hit points that would need to be non-lethal.
okay.
So you can whittle it down and then just start being cautious when you think it's getting low.
Alrighty, that's good to know for next
Thank
time.
God for 5th edition rules, and we're not playing Pathfinder.
Yep. Don't you have to declare it from the onset with Pathfinder if you're trying to do that?
You're non-lethal.
Uh, both that and I believe it was Pathfinder. I know it was 3.5, but I think Pathfinder as well. The health bars for non-lethal damage and actual damage were
Right.
separate.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
annoying. I get it, but fuck, dude, that's annoying. And if you guys find anything you want while you're in here, you've been invited to take one item each. And if you don't, you'll get paid in gold. So
How would we even know what's in there? But just by looking at it?
I
For now, I guess.
will give you descriptions as you explore stuff and let you know
Okay.
what items you come across.
Alrighty.
This map is there are some differences in that up in the corner by where you came in, instead of that scroll, there'd be a suit of armor standing there. I'll add some stuff in before we actually use the map next time, but
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Good session, gang. Have a good
said
night.
good
You
Have a good
night.
night,
too.
Rory.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Well, that's exciting. Whew.
A lot happened that time, this session.
yes.
We had a day of
Echo.
just kind of fucking around, which is always fun. We got through more than a day in a session. The fuck?
Yeah, no.
Well, it was a day and we started the next day, so that's
Yeah.
good actually.
We got through a whole day in one session.
Also, I legitimately was worried because when I started rolling in the morning, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be one of those days. But then when it really, really needed it to matter, it worked out. I was like, oh, okay. But then I totally forgot the. So would disadvantage make them all go down a certain point? At some
So
point?
disadvantage and advantage both work the same way,
Mhm.
in that you roll twice. Disadvantage you
Ah,
take the lower number, advantage you take the higher number of the two.
gotcha. Well, I gotta remember that next time. I totally forgot when I was doing the rolls.
I did too, but you're good. It doesn't matter. That was a sort of tentative exhaustion point anyway, just because you failed that Constitution save this morning. But
God, the Constitution save this morning. I was like, damn, it's gonna be one of those days. God.
you all rolled shit investigating that card, huh?
So there is something, huh?
Maybe.
I would assume so, but the fact that no one could find
None
anything.
of you got above a 10. Rory, I will note, probably worth going back to that section of the library at some point. There's a lot there that you could probably find some more info. Just putting
Yeah,
it out there.
Rory was. I was trying to, but I was also trying to keep a check on how long he was gonna.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be.
Because I was trying to remember, if he's out too long, Gurn's gonna notice that he's not there. And the fact that when we got to Gurn's point of view, I'm like, oh no, Gurn noticed he's not there.
That was pretty good. I do like the fact of him missing you literally walking past the window. It was really
That was more
funny.
hilarious to me. Because I was like, I did deliberately put in the request that if he fails the stealth check, the window's gonna fall on him. And I had a scenario lined up for that, just in case. But I'm kind of glad it worked out the other way. And I kind of like that Rory got to actually lie for once
Yes.
on purpose, and it worked out. Because the bathroom line is totally believable. At
Oh, for
least
sure, yeah.
for the most part. He does go like because it is established he goes there and hangs out there for a while. And I have to play Marvel Rivals because of the stupid reset.
Ugh.
Gotta get gold before the 21st now. I'm sad.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.